Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is I want to give you guys my thoughts about an interesting bug that I've read about in an article that is happening on the iPhones, which the link to that will be in the description below, where a 5-second video is actually making the device's performance start to degrade. After a short bit of use, after that video has been viewed. And there was a video uh, in that link that actually showed the actual problem that's occurring. So definitely give that a check. What happened was after the video was played, and then once it was done, the user was trying to use his phone like normal, and then all of a sudden he saw that the performance was starting to get slow of his iPhone, and not only that, the whole phone froze. And the only way you had to reboot it was to hold down the power button and the home button at the same time. And then, once the phone has been rebooted, then it is going to run like normal as if nothing ever happened. Now, the only time this video does not affect these devices is if this video was transferred as a file. So from that point on, if you had this downloaded onto your computer and then you synced it over to your phone through iTunes, it shouldn't have affected it. Now, this video was sent as a hyperlink through a text message to the same iPhone user. And then when he clicked on it, and then after the video was done playing, that's when performance started to degrade. So definitely give that a check. And I thought this was one of the most interesting bugs that I've seen out there in the iPhone because I've never seen anything like it. This is the worst problem that I've seen, believe it or not. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not the worst one because other people might have seen worse than me. Maybe I haven't seen enough. I don't know. But point being is that I would consider this some sort of malicious software because it's either it might have been an honest mistake or if someone is actually trying to make people's devices get a lot slower for some sort of reason. Why would people do that? I don't know. Maybe they don't have anything to do or they're trying to gain something. But either way, this brings back to the point that I've thought about from time to time, and I've heard both statements. Are Apple devices starting to get affected by malicious software? And you know what? They are. In fact, everything is going to get affected. I remember I used to hear people say Macs are awesome because they don't get viruses, they're better than PCs. Nobody's going to hack a Mac. Well, unfortunately, that's not entirely true. Anything is hackable. It just comes down to, okay, which one is a lot harder to hack than another platform. PCs is well known for viruses and malware. Macs, not so much, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. For instance, on my MacBook right here, I have virus protection installed on it, believe it or not. I have Avira on it. And there are other third-party virus protections out there. You have Norton Security, you have McAfee, you have AVG, and then you have the free stock one from Microsoft Security Essentials. But not only that, Windows 8 up to Windows 10 right now is actually built into the operating system, but they refer to it as Windows Defender. So, virus protections are out there for both platforms, not just computer platforms though, mobile phone platforms too. iOS devices, there are even iOS devices have virus protections in the App Store. You just go and download whichever one you like. Android also has virus protections, and believe it or not, I have seen a couple messages on my phone where it said, okay, you got a virus from viewing this link, blah blah blah. Okay, I had to use the built-in virus protection that I had on there, Lookout Security, scan it and delete it. Sometimes I even had to reset my phone to factory defaults, wiping everything that I had on it. So I have done that, and malicious software is coming on everything now. So don't always assume that Apple devices are never going to be affected. Apple software is never going to be affected because Apple controls the software, yada yada yada. No, malicious software is coming on every platform. This may not seem like a huge issue with the iPhone and that silly 5-second video bug, but that I would still consider as malicious software because it did make the phone slow down when they're not supposed to. In fact, iPhones are not that hard to slow down until you start updating it. to newer versions of the iOS software. But for something like this, I feel like it's not that difficult. Um, this might have been a link that was sent from another person, like I said. But other than that, it is starting to come onto Apple devices right here. I mean, and this bug, definitely represents it. And Apple is currently working on an update to push out so that it'll get rid of this bug. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, okay, there's a slight chance where if everyone is saying Apple devices are never going to get affected, even though they are right now, is there a way for Apple to actually make it happen so that they don't get affected, period? Or do you guys feel like, well, as Apple expands, more malicious software, more types of malicious software is going to be coming up, like for Windows, except like the Windows ecosystem, I'm pretty sure is going to increase. Me personally, I don't think Apple can get rid of it completely because I mean, viruses or malicious software or malware is going to be coming across every platform, and that number is just going to keep increasing. Because, I mean, come on, we got more hackers out there on the internet every single day. That one day we get 2 hackers, another day we get 4 hackers, another day we get 8 hackers, and then all of a sudden we have millions, billions, trillions of hackers out there where these guys are smart enough to affect our own equipment that we have without us knowing who did it and how it happened. So, that's why you want to get all these kinds of malicious software protections. So, I mean, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Me personally, Apple can't stop it, and they better be prepared for more to come. But if you guys think differently, I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Would you look at that, an HDMI cable. Apple doesn't include this with the Apple TV.